inches of snow. Minnesota. So another day excavating. We're gonna move the excavator to a long lost project that we started this summer, and hopefully we can advance that project a little bit more today. So I woke up this morning, looked outside, I'm like, that's strange. Didn't know it was supposed to snow. Went back over to Fred's yard, our yard to the east of here, and where we've been doing some tree cleanup and burning. Restacked the pile there, which had burned up really nice, and was gonna rip up some more bend foundations. The snow is so slippery on the frozen ground with the metal tracks, I couldn't even break through the frost without sliding. So we're regrouping and gonna go burn another tree pile. Look out, Eric! It already looks so much better up here.
The trailer is very slippery with snow, so we unhooked the hoses in case he were to slide off. We don't want to bust anything. He slid down.
Oh my gosh! I had to drag myself on the trailer to get on. It's like an ice skating rink.
Well, you just slid off, so I assume we'll be doing the same thing. Unless it's like 50 degrees tomorrow and it all melts.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Yeah, never a dumb idea to be careful so you don't get hurt, right? Like my arm. That's why we unhooked these, in case he were to slide off the edge here. We wouldn't have to go make a bunch of new hoses.
Boy, I backed the trailer up to get it out of the way, and he jumps in the excavator and just takes off. So there is no way to turn the lowboy around up this road. So we just have to drop it here and drive it about a half a mile down the road, which is fine, but I gotta go pick him up because the fire is burning. I lit that a couple hours ago. Gotta let that burn down before it needs to be restacked, but we need to get the excavator out here, and then we're gonna move this tractor and the truck back to the farm so everything starts, because this excavator will be here probably for a few days. I bet you he couldn't get the bucket changed. This burnt down impressively in 2 hours. Holy cow. It's not much left. The big ones, that's not good. The big ones never burn good. Never burn good at all. I got a meeting I gotta get back to the farm for. But then I gotta come back and just restack. Obviously anything that ain't burnt and is up in the air ain't going to burn. So I gotta work my way in and just keep making the big pile smaller and smaller and smaller, and then 2 times a day restack it. Honestly, you can burn it down to just the big stump balls that don't burn because they're mostly dirt. So this is the grove we took out this summer, just a couple acre grove. I'm not exactly sure. Just this corner here of the field. Yeah, this is nice. Man, that's warm. That's kind of cool. Look at that. Feel like I'm in some sort of war zone. You picked your first rock.
I don't know what I'm doing, but that was the roughest ride of my life. Unreal.
She does not ride nice on froze ground.
No.
All right, we gotta get going. They're waiting for us at the farm.
Big plans.
Big plans.
You want this in the fire?
preferably away from the fire zone.
Okay, I'm gonna play around.
Oh gosh, trees ain't the best to learn. That's actually how I learned how to run excavator for the most part. I dug a few holes but then got thrown right into the trees. You learn quick how dangerous it can be. Let's see what he says about a big man in a little buddy seat in a little tractor. Are you gonna squish yourself in there?
This thing gonna hold?
Watch your kneecap on that door thing. You only do that twice, and remember not to ever do it again.
Wait, aren't you sick?
Sort of. Just don't breathe while we're driving. Are you in? Are you in? Man, you really know how to fill up a place.
What's this do?
Don't touch that, son.
This is tiny. Hold on, I gotta straddle your... There we go. Oh, that's better. I'll run the clutch.
Oh my. Hang on, it's frozen.
You know, did you tell him about my accident today?
No.
Yeah,
How's the stitches doing?
They look pretty ugly, actually. I mean, not that they were done incorrectly, but my skin is now starting to... You aiming for him, son? My skin was starting to grow, I think, and heal, and the stitches look like they're going to be engulfed by my arm. And I know I'm supposed to cut them out of there in a week. I don't know if I'll be able to find them.
Oh my.
They'll be gone.
It's your fantastic genetics.
Right.
Clutch! Clutch!
Oh,
there we go.
This should be smooth.
Clutch! Two guys operate one machine.
And it's slower than one guy.
There we go.
How many gears you got in here?
I wish I had another one. We were just getting good at it.
You're in one.
Oh, here we go. Those are automatic shifts, though.
You know, I turned on to the tar
Yeah?
with this thing and just started feeding her the coals, you know, and it spun out.
One wheel wonder.
I started going sideways.
Oh, jeez. That sounds safe.
Yeah, I don't think there's traction control in these things.
No, fortunately not.
This would hurt if we piled it up. I'd be ragdolling around in this corner. Well, I made it back from bunking with Chet in the tractor, and it wasn't so bad. As you guys can see, it's clearly winter out, so we are done tiling. Have been for a while. This needs to get washed up, which I'm going to try to do. My left arm is not much use right now. The worst part of it is probably the tetanus shot I had to get. I can barely lift my arm above the shoulder. It's very sore. Haven't had one of those shots in like 15 years, so I was due, especially after shoving a bunch of rusty metal through my arm. There's the casualty of the year with this tile plow. This here is where the jack stand slides into, and when we caught a rock and couldn't pull ahead, couldn't move the tractor anymore, we came in with the excavator and tried digging the soil and that rock away from the plow so we could keep going. And I'm not going to say who it was, but the excavator operator got a little physical with that metal there, and he bent it up. But we straightened that out with the torch and whatnot so that we could slide that jack stand back in there. Basically wash this and grease it, and there's not much else to them. Then we'll park it away, which is a dangerous job too. Unhooking this, it's very tall and very heavy, and you do not want to screw that up. I would not want this to tip on anyone. No one needs to get hurt for a while. Well, that doesn't take long to wash. I didn't foam it or clean water rinse it on camera. Some of you might be wondering, why are you washing a tile plow that spends its life underground? It's just going to get dirty again. Well, to each their own there. We find it difficult to look for cracks when it's covered in dirt. That's why we rinse it off. Also, no one really likes to work on something that's covered in dirt. And if that ain't two good reasons for you, call it pride. Why not keep the stuff you own clean? Take care of it. So, to each their own.
Nice warm boot squeak on the frozen tundra. All right, meeting's done. Let's get this thing stacked up. I know, Mr. Excavator, you don't want to start. It's cold. This thing actually starts really good, but I think we need to get some new batteries. think by spring they'll be shot, because it's just not like it used to be. Really be nice if I could see what I was doing. Seems like the smoke is worse when it's 6 degrees out for some reason. Look at this big bugger. Going into a cloud. Danger. So what this pile was before I got here, and when I lit it this morning, was about out to right here. Is kind of where the root balls and the edge of the pile was. So that's how much it's burnt down, and obviously there's maybe 2 feet of ash there. That's extremely hot, but that's pretty good for the first stacking. Got it, it's so tangled up and such a mess that I'm gonna have to definitely come right away in the morning here and restack again and just keep doing that till the pile's smaller. That one is so big, I'm afraid he's just gonna have to go right to the hole. Around this edge though, a lot of that smaller debris got into the frozen ground, which ain't so good. We'll see if we'll have to come back in the spring to dig holes and cover this all up. Oh yeah, fallout. But overall, pretty satisfied with the progress today. And that's nice and warm. If I was a deer tonight, that I bet there's like probably 40 of them around here, I would be standing right here all night long. Isn't that a beautiful sunset? Gorgeous. So is it a smart thing to trust the weather? I'd like, sun's still up and it ain't quitting time. I'd like to start digging a hole here, but if the wind direction switches, the hole might be in the smoke tomorrow. Southeast, that's what it is right now. Decisions, risky ones. I'm thinking I better wait because I want to dig it right here, but I don't want to sit. That's really, really hot, and I don't want to burn any paint off anything. We'll have to wait. We gotta wait. Other plus to this is the ground's thawed out from the fire being so warm here, but I don't want to wreck anything. And then for piling tomorrow morning, it's hard to sit here with a big hole here. So I guess we're done for the night out here. Back to the farm. Well, buddy, enjoy the 6-degree weather. He's back. Brody's back.
I'm
he was
back.
at a, what was it, spray class meeting all day yesterday?
Recertification.
Oh, that sounds boring. Look at what Eric got.
That's nice.
This is, oh, maybe we can't share this, who this is for. This is a Christmas present.
This is for me.
For Brody. And Eric got it at Acme Tools. So they're always in our link in the description if you're ever interested. They have some pretty cool deals.
High speed ratchet.
Comes with the battery too. Or he ordered the battery. Hopefully the person that watches this doesn't know that
It's nice.
for him.
It's nice.
Brody. All right, so we had a new tractor arrival show up here an hour ago, and it was such a disaster getting it off the trailer because what's the temp out?
I think it's like 0.
0 or 3 degrees out.
Feels like -20 or
And I'll just show you.
How cold
You
it
can
is.
imagine how well it wanted to start when the metal looks like this. But we did get her started with a half a can of ether and it knocking and pounding so loud. Actually, let's show them that. We'll give them my Snapchat and then they can see.
Yeah.
Oh, finally! Only 5 minutes of cracking on 4. So, anyways, this is 2008 9530T that has roughly about 3,900 hours on it that we just bought from Ziegler. Why did we buy it?
I don't know. Good question.
It was a good deal, I guess, is honestly what I would say. And I think the plan is to pull the Pro Force with it, possibly, or Land Roller, or spare tractor for any sort of broke down tractor. But it was a farm to farm deal, so it literally left that guy's farm and comes here. That's how you get the best price on them. It's not serviced, it's not clean, it's not detailed. And let's show you guys what Brody's in for here. Here's what the cab looks like. And I don't know how many years it's been since it's been detailed, but we have our work cut off for us here. We got, apparently the guy was sick right before it showed up because there's sore throat, cough drops all over.
Why did they have a damp filter on?
Oh no. So here's the cup holder. This reminds me of the 8430 and how rough they ride. But it should be good. I'm very happy in the long run. It's just gonna take some sweat equity here to get her cleaned up. Oh no, they run Napa filters?
It looks like it was an emergency, to be honest.
Oh, yes it does. Like she gelled up or something.
Like it was doing?
Yeah, no, it was gelling. We barely got it off that trailer. I was standing talking to the truck driver after it pounded for about 5 minutes, and it started sounding like it was pounding worse again. And I said, we better get this off this trailer before it gels up and dies. It wasn't happy. So, I never thought I'd own a 2-track, big frame 2-track, because quad tracks are way better. But we're trying it out, I guess. I think we're going to have this thing inspected by Deere just because we don't know much about these things. So, and it is a 4,000 hour tractor that probably should be inspected by a professional. Probably. Yeah, it's like an iceberg. We got
Shut this door?
There'd be 30 degrees in there with that ice cube in there. Well, anyways, thank you, Tom from Ziegler, for hooking us up with this tractor. If you want to come out here and detail it, that would be excellent.
I don't have to do it?
He'll love that. He'll love that. Anyways, it should be an exciting adventure. When the salesman says, bought sight unseen. Yeah, you're the detail guy, right?
Yes,
Yep. You're here for the fun?
I will.
You already got dirt all over your face.
I've got my broom, my shop vac.
So he just came and took a bunch of money from us.
Yep,
And
thank
now-
you very much.
Now he's going to refund some. Right?
Conditioning costs.
Reconditioning costs. I see you had somebody put some labeling on there.
Our salesman in Iowa put our decal on for me.
Before she got loaded.
Yep.
Yeah, here's our top salesman of the month.
Appreciate your business, and
Yeah,
it'll clean up nicely, I think.
he's shy in front of the camera.
I am not used to this.
That's why I did it.
Yep.
All right, guys, I think that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed Tom's contribution to the video. I just had to do it. Anyways, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. Anything to say?
No.